I've done some crazy things, lived biblically, read the encyclopedia. But this was different. This was 24 hours with no technology. My friends thought I was nuts. My family? They just laughed. Could I survive a whole day without my phone? Without the internet? Without Netflix? Challenge accepted. Let's be honest, I'm addicted to technology. We all are. Phones, computers, they're like extra limbs. But what happens when we chop off those limbs? That's what I wanted to find out. The rules were simple. No phones, no computers, no screens, not even a digital clock. Could I handle it? Honestly, I was terrified. The first few hours were rough. Like a smoker craving a cigarette, I craved my phone. What was the world doing without me? How many likes did my last post get? The silence was deafening. I tried to read a book, but my eyes kept darting to where my phone usually lived. I even considered digging through the trash for my old Tamagotchi, anything to fill the void. Remember paying bills with paper and envelopes? Yeah, that's a thing I had to do. And let's not even talk about navigating without GPS. I wandered around my own neighborhood like a lost puppy. The worst part? Boredom. Remember boredom? That feeling we used to have before the internet? It turns out boredom is still a thing, and it's just as excruciating as I remember. But then, something strange happened. I started to notice things. The way the sunlight hit the trees, the sound of birds singing, things I hadn't noticed in years. I even had a real conversation with my neighbor, like a face-to-face, no emojis conversation. It was amazing. Who knew humans could still communicate like that? Without the constant distraction of technology, the world felt different, brighter, more alive. I felt more present, more engaged, like I was actually experiencing life, not just scrolling through it. I started to remember what it felt like to be bored. And you know what? Boredom wasn't so bad. In fact, it was kind of liberating. It gave my mind space to wander, to think, to be creative. Okay, maybe not everything was perfect. Trying to make plans with friends was like traveling back in time. No texting, no instant messaging, just landlines and answering machines. Hello? Is anyone there? It's me, AJ. Call me back, if you can figure out how to use these buttons. As the day wore on, the silence became less deafening and more peaceful. Without the constant barrage of notifications, my mind felt calmer, clearer. I could actually hear my own thoughts. It was like hitting the reset button on my brain. I felt less stressed, more focused, more human. Who knew unplugging could be so rejuvenating? 24 hours without technology. It was a challenge, no doubt, but it was also a revelation. I realized how much I rely on technology, how much it consumes my life. But more importantly, I remembered what it's like to live without it. I learned that it's okay to disconnect, that boredom can be a good thing, and that sometimes the most meaningful connections happen offline. So, put down your phone, turn off your computer, and go experience the world. You might be surprised by what you find.